Hello everyone, today we're going to be talking about Itheum. Now this is the second project only to launch on the Myra blockchain, second to Ride, and that was a successful token, but I'll tell you a little bit more about that and it'll become apparent. But whether you've already signed up to be on the lottery or not, I'm going to tell you my thoughts on if it's worth it and what you could look at potentially getting in returns, judging on how Ride went, which was a similar token that launched under similar circumstances. But before I go into that cool little slideshow, I do want to go through a one-pager that they have on their site that tells you a little bit about what Itheum is. As we enter into Web3 and Metaverse era, Itheum unlocks data silos and generates new value for your data. Data brokers are entering the metaverse, and this could not be at a better time. First-party data brokers, global tech giants like Google and Facebook, and third-party data brokers like Equifax hold over 3,000 data points on each one of us. Now, anyone that don't know what Equifax is, it's like a credit score, credit checking thing. We have Equifax and Experian. If you try and get anything of credit, that's where your score gets under. They trade this data in the shadow of data markets in an industry valued at over $200 billion. And the data creator have no way to opt out or equally participate. These data brokers are now entering into Web3 because they see a big potential, and the metaverse platforms as their data hoarding practices will continue. It's time to reboot this system. The solution is the world's first decentralized cross-chain brokerage technology platform, and this is where Itheum comes in. Now, as you can see here, it gives you some cool little bits of information about the data DEX, the data metaverse, what it's going to do. It's got the ID personal data avatars, and it gives you a little bit about all the protocols and the backers of it. And if you go over to their website, you can look at a lot more information on this. But here we'll just touch in briefly is ready for the mass adoption. Our sexy and virtual data metaverse features will make data ownership technology mainstream. NFMe ID avatars, non-fungible me's. ID is a data avatar that exists as an evolving, style-bound NFT backed by your personal data. Data NFT minted selected personal data sets as NFTs and trade these in the secondary market. Green Room Protocol, a metaverse data interoperability layer that enables cross-metaverse exploration via data-backed avatars. Data Collation DAO, align these DAOs and sell your data in bulk or stake and farm out the DAO and earn a value. So I'm not sure how much you'll get for this, or how much your data is actually worth, because obviously you'll just be able to sell your own personal data. But go over, have a look at it, and you will find out a bit more about the project. But I'm not here to talk greatly about the project. I'm here to talk from an investment side of view. Is this worth being invested in? So the max supply of the token is 1 billion, and you can see here that the public sales 5%, community 17, ecosystem 23.5, treasury 17, team 12, advisors 5.5, private sale 20. So you can see a large chunk of the token is pretty much sucked up before it even gets to the public sale of max supply. But obviously a lot of the tokenomics do it like this, and this is just a little pie chart to sort of confirm that. Now going into the roadmap, you can see here it's got January 21 that they've been beavering away all the way to where we are now, which is March 22, and it's time for the IDO. Now this is where you'll get your chance to get into that lottery and hopefully get a ticket, exchange your e-gold for this token, and hopefully it will shoot to the moon. But I'm just going to give you a bit more on that because you'll want to know, is this investment worth it? So what we really want to know about Itheum is what is the potential upside of this. So for me, I do want to go into a slight presentation and tell you what I think from my point of view is, and I'm definitely going to try and shoot for the moon on this one. And that's just not financial advice. That is just me absolutely telling you honestly that I do really think this project is a good one. So let's jump straight into the presentation and tell you a little bit more about what it is I think is worth buying in Itheum. Is this worth the effort and the KYC to enter into this lottery? Because you do have to jump through a lot of hoops. Well, let's have a look at what you could get and if it is worth your time and investment. So looking at this slide, here is what you get for your dollar and what you have to stake, more importantly, in eGold. Because just before I show you this, you do have to stake a lot of eGold in order to get entry into the lottery. And it's important also to know that the eGold you stake cannot be used to buy the ticket. So you do have to have enough eGold not staked to buy the ticket. So as you can see on the screen here, there's a lot of tiers. There's tiers 5 all the way through to 1. And each tier gives you an eligibility for a ticket. So tier 5, you have to stake 1 eGold and you get entered for 1 ticket costing $200. And it doubles every time, but the eGold stake does go up dramatically. It goes from 1, 5, 25, 100 to 500. So if we take tier 1, 500 eGold stake gives you allocation to an entry for 16 tickets, and that will cost you 3,200. But bear in mind that eGold is trading $180 a coin at the moment. So 500 would cost you roughly around about $95,000. So this is no small chunk of change. So why, yes, you get 16 entries for only 3,200, the actual criteria to get it is a mountain to climb. But based on a lottery where if you don't get your ticket, you do get your money back. If you have got the money lying around, it just may be worthwhile you jumping in on it. So what do you get for your investment on your ROI? Well, this is just speculative because we don't know yet, but based on the last project, because like I said in the intro, this is only the second project to launch on Maya, and based on that, if the project only does 50% of what Ride did, you're in for some big returns. But let's break it down into each tier. Tier 5 with your 1 ticket with £200 invested gives you an ROI of 15,000. So you can see where we're going with this. Tier 4, 2 tickets, 400 in gives you a return on investment of 30,000. And tier 3, 4 tickets, 800 in, 60,000. Tier 2, a whopping 8 tickets for only $1,600, you get 120,000. Now this is meme coin kind of money territory where you see the massive boost on like a billion X. And tier 1, 16 tickets, 3,200 in and 240,000 out. Now that is the kind of returns you get from buying Bored Ape yacht clubs when they first sort of come out, and crypto punks, etc. So you can see there's massive accumulation to be made on this, and this is if it does 50%, because Ride got to $6 on launch day. Did the same kind of lottery thing, so people were making absolutely crazy amount of dollars. 1 ticket was getting people 30,000. Now these are not actuals, these are based on made up data of if it gets to $3 on launch day, but judging what Ride did, this is a very achievable, and this is why I'm buzzing and I'm probably going all in on this token. So obviously I have to say this, that none of this is to be done without reading the terms and conditions on Itheum.io. And of course, it's not financial advice and you have to do your own research. But if you've been in the crypto space a little while now, you know all that goes hand in hand. I wanted to bring this one out to you because by the time this video comes out, you will still have a day to get in the entry for the KYC and get yourself on that lottery, which for me is well worthwhile doing. So I hope this has been informational for you. Before I jump back in for my final thoughts, please do hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, tickle that bell notification, because it does help me and it does help the channel, and I want to keep bringing all this awesome news straight to you as quick as I can. So there you have it. Hopefully you found that super interesting and that you can see the absolute potential upsides if you're lucky enough to get one of these in a lottery ticket. So if you want to find out more, go over to the Itheum website and you can see how to get involved in it. It tells you everything about how you do your KYC over there, how you stake your eGold, and everything you need to do to get yourself in a good position to hopefully get this lottery ticket. So I hope you smash that like button, hit that subscribe bar, tickle that bell notification. Good luck if you are entering in with a lottery ticket. Leave a comment below if you're going to go in for it, and I'll do another video tell you how I got on. But until then, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.